Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first visit to my channel on YouTube. My name again is Christine Windover, and I am a superstar director with Scentsy Family, and I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Mainly I do a lot of videos for my team, but I just got back from my incentive trip to Greece and met a lot of amazing consultants and learned so much. So I'm definitely motivated to try this out and start expanding what I do with my videos. So I hope that you'll keep watching and share with your friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get notices of any new videos that I put up. And yeah, let me know, comment, let me know what you like so that I can know what to be talking about. But like I said, primarily right now, mostly just for talking with my team. And so today I just want to tell a little bit about my story. I joined Scentsy 3.5 years ago when it had only been in Canada for a year, and there was barely any consultants in my province. So I saw the opportunity, but mostly I was blown away with every positive thing that I could find on the internet searches about this company. I had tried direct sales before, and every single myth that's out there came true for me. And so I was a little bit skeptical, and so was my husband at the time, my ex-husband, thinking that, you know, I would find the same struggles. But I just had to give it a chance. We had just moved here. My family lives in Alberta on the other side of the country. My ex has post-traumatic stress disorder, so we had been posted here to get closer to treatment for him. Our oldest was 3 and waiting to be assessed for autism. And in fact, he has ADHD, but it's quite severe, and he keeps us on our toes for sure. And our youngest was being tested for all kinds of medical things because he wasn't gaining weight and had some other issues. And so, as you can imagine, my life was all about taking care of them, and I'd forgotten about how to take care of me. I was a social worker. I have a social work degree, and but I wasn't working in the field when we moved here. So I joined Scentsy just to get the product out here because it sounded amazing. I'd never actually even smelt it. And to go out and meet people and use that as a way to put myself out there. And we were living paycheck to paycheck. So I wanted to be able to have the extras, and then travel. My sponsor had already earned a free trip to Hawaii, and her husband were going on a cruise for the leadership retreat in a few months. And that's what I wanted. We couldn't afford to travel. All of our money was spent traveling back home to visit family because we were moving where the military told us to go. So that's why I joined. That was my why that drove me in the beginning. It was exciting to be in a place where Scentsy was brand new, but it was certainly a lot of work to get people knowing what this amazing product and company was. But as soon as I started to get people to believe in it with me, things got very exciting very fast, and I promoted to director the next fall. So just less than a year after joining, and I earned my first incentive trip, which was to Punta Cana at the Hard Rock Resort. That was going to be the following June. I had a team of 20 when I hit director, so it was still small, but those 20 people were a huge part of my life, and many of them are still on my team and really are my friends and my family here. So it was pretty special to have them share in that with me, because I was the first director in Nova Scotia. Yes, first director in Nova Scotia. So then a year later, a few months after that, things went very south with my marriage, and I knew that there was no hope left, I guess is how I'll say it, and that we needed to move on so that we could both work on getting back to being ourselves and being happy for our boys' sake. So the boys and I went to my parents in Alberta for the summer, and I took a friend to the incentive trip in Punta Cana, which was lots of fun, and my first experience of Scentsy spoiling us. Well, I guess it was, I had gone to boot camp too, where they spoiled us, which is for directors at head office. But yeah, that year, 2012, was one of the hardest years of my life, personally, but one of the best years of my life for what I was achieving and experiencing with Scentsy and my Scentsy family. It was also the first convention I went to in Las Vegas, and I can't even describe the feeling of being in a room with, I think there was over 11,000 of us in the room, cheering and screaming at the new announcements, listening to amazing motivational speakers and business trainers in the field, and lots of fun, entertainment. They surprised us with, Donnie and Marie walked out on stage singing. It was incredible. So that was my first convention, and I knew at that point that I really could make this work. Even as a single mom, I could make Scentsy still be my career, and I wouldn't have to go back to a very stressful job in child protection and put my kids in daycare. And so we came back to Nova Scotia that fall, and my oldest started school. And like I said, it's been an everyday challenge with him for appointments and figuring out the best approach to help him grow up and have the best chance in life despite his struggles. He is brilliant, and which is great, but it also makes it hard to stay one step ahead of him. So I love that my Scentsy career keeps me home, lets me volunteer at his school so that I know the other kids in his class, and I know the teacher, and his teacher knows me, and I'm available for appointments because I can flex my schedule, and I get breaks. I get amazing breaks for free, just to say thank you for how hard I work. And so, long story short, within that year, I promoted to star director that fall, and I was the first in Atlantic Canada, because my very, very good friend in New Brunswick was a day later, I think, but she also double promoted that month to superstar director. And that's another thing about Scentsy, is we are one family, and we help each other and we support each other. Instead of looking at each other as competition, we recognize that this business is amazing for all of us, and that we grow and we are blessed the more that we help others and share with others. Heidi and Orville, the owners of Scentsy, really talked to us about give more than you take, and you will get back tenfold. And I really took that to heart the first time I heard that, and have really tried to apply it not only to my business but to my life, with the boys and people I meet, and my situations that I've been in through the last couple of years. So anyway, that is another great thing. So then I went on another free trip with a different best friend to New York City that year, which was amazing, and can't even describe it. Trip of a lifetime. And I went to Indianapolis for another convention, and I've been to Cancun twice now for our leadership retreat that we do in January. And then I just got home, and this is why I'm so inspired to do these videos, because this year for the 10th anniversary, Scentsy did a big incentive trip to Atlantis in the Bahamas, or they're doing. They go in a few weeks, and that's the bulk of the people. Other people were allowed to choose to get their way paid to go to our Scentsy Family Reunion, we call it now, our convention, which will be in St. Louis this summer, and I have a few girls that chose that, so I'm very excited that this is enabling them to be there at such an amazing event. And then the top 100 earners, so basically those who had the top points, got to go to Greece on a longer incentive and bring a guest. And so we just got back a few days ago. I'm still jet lagging a little bit. And not only was it amazing because it was a bucket list dream of mine to go to Greece, and it was the first trip away with my boyfriend, but I was surrounded by amazing people. And yeah, they're amazing because I could learn from them about Scentsy and things like this. Girls that have YouTube channels, couples that are working this together, couples that, remember what it was like to be at my stage and know that it will happen, and the growth, that I'm on the right path. I forgot to say I promoted to Superstar Director this last fall. So they were amazing people to be surrounded by as far as Scentsy learning, but the best part is that those people were in the top 100 for a reason, and that's because they're amazing people who are selfless and don't give up and shoot for the moon. And if they have a goal, they don't stop until they earn it or attain it. But they also made it there because they're strong leaders. Scentsy builds our incentive trips around being a leader and welcoming people into the business and helping them start their own business, and leading them, training them, inspiring them to achieve these amazing experiences as well. So you can imagine going on a trip with 100 or 200 other people that are good at doing that is a pretty inspirational group of people. We all are already talking about how much we miss each other, and we can't wait to see each other at Reunion in St. Louis. Another great thing about Scentsy is we get to keep seeing each other again on these incentives and at convention and leadership retreats and things like that. So that's my story. Basically, I just wanted it on here so I can share it with people that are wondering and wanting to get to know me a little better, and what my story is and how I can hopefully inspire you and help you if you're thinking about joining Scentsy. Actually doing a Scentsy business is really and truly, and I know this is going to sound cliche because people say these things but don't necessarily mean them, but it's about you, and we are called independent consultants for a reason. So whatever you want out of it, and if you put that in your mind, then that's what you're going to get out of it. Our job as your sponsor and your upline leaders is to work with you and help you achieve what you want to achieve. But the drive comes from within you, and it's hands down my favorite part of this business, getting to have that, we call it the front row seat, to these girls and guys on my team experiencing this. I have one who's never been out of the province or the country, never been on an airplane, that earned the incentive trip and is going to St. Louis for free. Couples getting trips that, just like me, that couldn't afford to go on them. Girls that struggle with anxiety, that their Scentsy business helps them control that and grow to manage it, because they're putting themselves out there and realizing that they can speak in front of a group of people, and they can approach strangers to tell them about this amazing product or opportunity. And that's what direct sales is about to me, and that's what Scentsy is about to me. No doubt it's an amazing product. No doubt it's a product that is unmatched in the market by others. And no doubt it's a really good business opportunity. But what it's about is how you are affected with self-growth. And without I don't want to get into too much detail about it because I'll just start crying. But I tell people that Scentsy saved me. I know that I'd already started the growth projection before things happened in my life, but those people that were in my life through Scentsy, that checked in on me daily, sent me flowers to cheer me up and start the year fresh, reassured me, made me believe in myself again. Those were all Scentsy people, mainly, and that helped me not stay stuck in my pity party about the negative hand that life had dealt me. And I just don't even know how to say thank you enough. I know lots of people would tell me that I deserved that, but that's really hard for me to admit, because I don't know. It's hard to say that stuff about ourselves. But doing a business like this in the Scentsy family helps us get better at accepting our strengths and celebrating our strengths, because we should. We are all very special, and we all have our strengths, and we all have the value that we bring to the world. And certainly Scentsy is a place where many of us have found a way to realize that, recognize that, and share it. So I'm going to end there, but certainly comment, ask me any questions. My email address is listed there, as well as my website to check out a little bit more about my story and about the company, and see if it's a fit for you. Let me know and we can chat some more. Thanks.